And now a brief word from our sponsors. I'm Stanley Johanson, and you may well know what I'm talking about. I'm talking about the annual short course on estate planning sponsored by the Center for American and International Law in Plano. Now, I don't think anyone who is looking at this video, this DVD, I don't think any of you have been involved in this as long as I have. I was there in 1966 under the aegis of the Southwestern Legal Foundation, where we had a week-long short course, and here we are now in the year of our Lord 2013. We have another great short course coming up. It is May 29th to 31st in Plano, Texas. And once again, we have a really fine, outstanding set of speakers. The supporting cast is very good. I will not say that they're better than the ones that have been there in the past. Some of you have seen them. We've always had outstanding speakers in this program, and I can only tell you this, that this year's course is going to be as good as, if not better than, anything that you've seen in the past. Some of you have been here before. I know some of the viewers have been there 2 or 3 or 4 times. But let me tell you, the world keeps changing. When it comes to the area of estate planning, the answers may differ from year to year, but the questions are always the same. And here we have a situation now where Congress has given us a, quote, permanent exemption equivalent of $5.25 million, which for married couples functionally means $10.5 million, and it's going to be adjusted annually for inflation. And what a profound impact that has had on the practice of many of us. Being a, quote, mere millionaire with, say, a $3 million or $4 million estate tax issues are not necessarily going to be in the mix, although I assure you that gift tax issues may be in the mix, even with that $5.25 million exemption equivalent. But clients are always going to need good estate planning advice, even though the estate tax is less of a concern. And interestingly, basis, the federal income tax is going to be in many cases far more important, getting a new basis of debt than any concern about transfer tax savings. And so whether you went to this course, say 10 years ago, 5 years ago, even last year, our emphasis has shifted considerably. You can see the outline or the brochure to see the outstanding list of topics we're going to talk about. Basic estate planning in a non-tax era. We're going to start that with me on Wednesday and end up on Friday with Steve Akers, what he refers to as the new normal of estate planning. What do you do with clients who have substantial wealth but aren't concerned about the estate tax? We're going to talk about pension planning, IRAs, and how do we handle them, where the income tax issues have been dominant in years past and also today. We're going to talk about planning for the business interest. That is continually a concern of estate planning advice for many of our clients. We've got Mike Borland speaking on that. Steve Akers on hot topics, as well as what he refers to as the new normal in estate planning. We've got Darren Digby from San Antonio, an outstanding practitioner. Post-mortem tax planning, where the income tax issues are very, very important, that is still an important and very hot topic. We've got Sandy Bisignano from Dallas telling us about life insurance planning in this era, as well as the marital deduction. And so, Johanson, Bisignano, Borland, Darren Digby, and then Mike Borland on business planning. And needless to say, we're going to spend at least an hour on ethical considerations. Mr. Borland and Mr. Digby, I don't know if they're going to cross swords or not, but we're going to have a rather interesting discussion of what issues are raised when you're representing a husband or wife, what issues are raised when you're representing the family in dealing with the family business, passing it down to the next generation. So the bottom line is, this course was fairly good, I think, in that first year in 1966. It's gotten better, I think, over the years, and right now, the course for 2013, the titles and some of the topics are exactly the same as they were last year or 2 years ago. But my goodness, how the content has changed. So if you've got some time at the end of May, 29 to 31, come on down, or more precisely, I'm in Austin, come on up to Plano and have a very interesting 3 days at the Center for American and International Law's annual short course on estate planning. Well, that's the end of the commercial break, and now let's go back to our regular program. Thank you.